Hey everyone, this is me, a quick video recycling this broken Tang Heng Dao that I got from Matthew Jensen. Before we get to this, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It still has the original fittings. Here is the end cap for the handle, and the guard and blade color is still on the blade. This blade color will have to be modified. And here's the blade. As you can see, it's been broken off. This broke in one of Matthew Jensen's abusive tests, so he sent it to me in trade. So I'm going to reshape the point on this blade. Originally, this actually had a swedge on it, and the tip was more towards the middle. I'm going to go for something a little bit different. I am not going to do the typical Satsuma Age point that I normally do. I'm going to try something a little bit different to give myself a little bit more of a challenge. Before we get to that, here's the scabbard. As you can see, all the pieces are on there. Pretty much all the fittings are still on this. So I just need to reshape the point of the blade, make a handle, and then also I'm going to be shortening down this scabbard. So without further ado, let's get to reshaping this blade right now.
Lonely heart, what is left? Sure, you can count on me. So please don't be afraid. Come with me. Together we will fight the pain.
The new point is now ground on, as you can see, and I did give this a false edge. The beveling of the false edge goes for 6 inches, but the actual sharpened portion is 5.5 inches. It's still a little bit abrupt up towards the tip, but I'm planning on polishing this blade, so some of that is going to be fixed then. And I might do a little bit more grinding to it before then. I also did some modification to this blade collar. So now from here, I'm going to begin to make a handle. The glue for the handle is now dry. So from here, I'm going to start shaping this handle.
Lost
And there we go. The point is now finished being reshaped. This is no longer abrupt now towards the tip. Besides fixing the tip, I also repolished the blade. This is now between a high satin and a low mirror polish. I didn't want to do a super high mirror polish, so this is what I went with. So now I'm going to turn my attention to the scabbard. The scabbard now, as you can see, is several inches longer than the blade, and it really doesn't need to be this long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut about 7 inches off of the end of the scabbard, and I will put the metal cap back on. And there we go, the Tang Heng Dao is now complete. As you can see, the scabbard is now the appropriate length for the blade. And I refinished the scabbard in tung oil. As you can see, the blade is 19.5 inches, and the handle is the same length as the original. The reason for this is so that I can use this one-handed if I want to, or I have the option of using it two-handed. Also, with the sharpened back edge, there is the option of doing back cuts. So this makes the blade very versatile. For the wrap, I went with green cotton. I chose green cotton because, number one, I like the look of the green with the wood grain. And also, I don't have green on many of my swords, so I wanted something different for my collection. For the style of wrap, I went with something very similar to a hiramaki, for those of you who are familiar with that. But being that this was on a Chinese sword, I did it in a more Chinese style. So instead of alternating at every crossing, they all go one direction on one side, and the other side they also only go in one direction. And also the end knot is different than how it would be on a Japanese style of wrap. So that's it for today. If you have a sword you'd like to have repaired or customized, you can find out how to contact me at studentwarcustoms.com. The link will be in the description. The music in this video was made by my friend Lo Belver. The link to his channel will also be in the description, along with the timestamps of the songs used. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next video.